On this show, we often talk about wine and food pairings, but craft beer can also be matched with your favorite meals. Calusa Brewing is one of Sarasota's newest craft beer brewers, and Ed Paulson is here to share some of their craft beers and tell us how to pair them with our great meals. Welcome.
Well, thanks, guys. Great to be with you all.
All right, well, tell us a little about Calusa Brewing.
Well, Calusa, we're about 7 months old or so, and just opened this April. So one of the newest proud members of our community here in Tampa Bay, and Sarasota specifically. Both of our owners are actually Sarasota natives.
Oh. And how did they get started?
Well, they've been friends their entire lives.
And they like beer, I guess.
Oh, well, yeah, that was, well, actually, and both of them grew up here, and then were in the Navy. And so when they moved back, and they both have young families, wanted to kind of start a brewery here. That was sort of paid tribute to the heritage of the region, but was also sort of aquatically connected, having grown up on the water and having been in the Navy. So the Calusa Indians are a historic Indian tribe that were, got all of their sustenance from the water and with no agriculture. So it was like all of West Florida.
I didn't know that. Wow,
So
we could get our sustenance from beer. I get the connection
and
here.
You brought some of the beer for us to taste. So let's and they've been paired with some dishes from Oasis. So let's start with the end over there. We have a chicken and waffles, and it's being paired with what?
Well, yeah, Chef Jim Palermo from Oasis Restaurant has made a range of dishes for our event this Saturday. And the Dissonance Breakfast Brown is thus called because it has an addition of black gold cold brew coffee that sort of is, in this case, while that might sound strange to some people, when we think of the toasting of a cocoa bean, the toasting of a coffee bean, the kilning of a barley corn, they're making the same kind of like chocolatey coffee flavors.
Blend well.
So the cleverness of the beer is the elision of those flavors. And so Jim is sort of playing with those kind of toasted flavors and made
Tracy likes.
Yeah.
So this is like a
cold
breakfast
coffee
beer?
brew. Yeah.
All right, so another one is a little lighter.
Right.
It goes with a kale salad. Tell us about the next beer.
Well, the next beer is the Belgian style Saison. And when we think of Belgium, it's like, we think of Belgian fries and Belgian chocolate, but it's sort of squished between the wine culture of France and the brewing traditions of Germany. So the beers are quite wine-like. So there's a white wine type of character to this beer that Jim used to reflect with the citrus in the salad. And even a little bit of bitterness from the greens. These are very dry, appetizing beers, very much meant to go with food.
All right.
We thought you'd like that one, Linda.
I like this one better.
Yeah. All right, so moving over, so in front of us I have the slider. This is a beef brisket slider. What would go with that?
We chose the amber ale to go with this one, and the amber ale, now you're getting a lot of the Maillard reactions from the kilning of the barley that are actually reflected in the bread, but specifically the grilled flavor of the meat.
It's a good deep beer.
Yeah. But all of them. I had a friend who said after 3 sips, I could imagine having a pint of any of these. And it said to me something about how to have a lot of flavor, but still be something that was revisitable and drinkable.
They're very mellow. They don't have that kind of like taste in it. Some beers that make you go, ooh.
Well, I think there was something.
It doesn't get you right here.
Right. Something very kind of clean, very purposeful about each of them. Like even if it's not to everyone's taste, they can say, well, that was a very compellingly done, purposeful drink.
All right, well, let's go into the next one. Now, you don't always think of beer and desserts, but we have paired a peppermint cupcake with a beer. How does that work?
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, and this is a special beer that we have just for this event that was a small pilot batch, so it'll basically be gone after this event. So we're really encouraging people to
Maybe
try
gone
it.
before the event if you leave it here.
And this is
I like this a lot.
Yeah, this is lemon peel, rosemary, and sour cherry. So the sour cherry sort of think of
Linda,
like.
if you're lucky, I'll share this one.
That sounds so good.
As we drink
this one for that one.
As we drink, you guys are just looking at us, and we're like, ooh, nice.
When we think of like.
Longingly.
You want to taste?
Yes.
Very fruity, very unique.
Yes. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that shocking
good.
taste to it.
I like this.
So Linda is our barometer for beer. She is not a beer drinker,
No.
so when she likes a beer, we know it's truly mellow
Well,
and
what's fun is
drinkable.
apparently you are. Like
And then
so.
you seem to have reserved a bottle.
Yes.
Oh yes,
another
we're gonna dip into this a little bit when we finish the segment with Jim with the last dish that he's paired. But this is our most popular. This is the Citronius IPA.
Since you only have one glass, I figure you should just give it to me since I'm next to you.
Or me, because I like IPA.
I agree with that logic.
I'm mean, I'm next to him.
Well, I'll keep this one and you have that one.
And the dish we make in the kitchen with Chef Jim will pair with this.
Correct. That's right.
Will you share?
I like it.
Would you like to taste it?
And that's pretty good.
You'll like
Well,
it.
if you guys want, Calusa Bearing is hosting a Beer and Bites this weekend. It's for Toys for Tots, and you can always, of course, bring your toys there. And it's December the 17th from 4 to 9 p.m. And you'll get your beers and your bites from Oasis Cafe if you return your gift. So you bring your gift and you'll get those in return.
Exactly.
All right, now if you want to get more information about the location, it's off Clark Road in North Sarasota. And for hours and information and a lot of stuff on tap, you just want to go to their website, calusabrewing.com. And next, we're going to be announcing the winner of our drawing for an amazing Amazon Fire Stick. And we'll be right back.